Let's connect online also. Pick someone, send a private chat, and let the discussion continue. And I don't want women solidarity alone. Let's be both women and men solidarity. Yeah. For those of us online, I want you to, in the chat box, we are looking at it. We want to hear you. We want to hear your hello. We want to hear your chatting. You can unmute and talk to us. We've allowed you to unmute. My Oga Abel, ICN, nice having you online. We want to hear your voice. Oga ICN.
Thank you so very much.
Let's hear your voice.
Thank you so very much, my
Thank you
Vice
very much.
President. Congratulations for the success of the Institute training. Welcome back to joining us. I hope we are going to have a wonderful conference this time around, as it has always been. I welcome everyone here, and sorry I'm not able to be in Lagos to be part of the conference physically, but as much as possible, I will try to follow online. So well done, everyone. Nice to connect with you.
Thank you very much, sir. It's good to see your face. Thank you.
you.
Ogalatunde Adewale, we want to hear your voice. I've missed your face here. I used to see you physically, but this time around you are joining us virtually. Mr. Adewale, can we hear your voice and possibly see your face?
Yes. Good afternoon, ma. Good afternoon, professional colleagues. My name is Tuna Adewale, and I know that it's going to be a great one this time around. Thank you, ma.
Thank you, sir. Nice hearing your voice. Mr. Ogbenwe Igbinosa, can we hear you? Say hello to the house. Mr. Igbinosa. Okay, Oga Jimmy, can we hear you? I want to be sure that you are with us because there's tendency of losing people online if we're so carried away with physical attendees. Can we hear your voice? You can unmute. And we don't want you to just be online and you are off. We want to be fully online. I have Suraj. Can we hear you? No, it's Taiwo. I know it's actually. Yeah. Please, can you put in the chat box that you are with us? Let's know you are with us. Yeah, thank you. That's Mr. Dewale saying good afternoon all. Everyone online, please say hello to everybody here, and then we'll know you are with us. Thank you. Okay, I think we've done that exercise. How was it? I'll give us privilege, maybe a few of us. Tell me who you've met today and a bit about the person. Don't worry, I may not come to you if you think I'm coming to you. Sir.
I met Mr. Femi Badijo for the first time. And also, I'm also attending the conference for the first time, so it's a pleasure meeting you.
So, I have Mr. Femi Badijo. He's gotten one more contact on his list and attending the conference for the first time. In no particular order, I think it's good for us to know that we're actually achieving the objective. Okay, ma'am, how are you? Can you tell us who you met today and then how much you've bonded with the person?
Well, I met several others. Good afternoon, everyone. I can't place the names, but I met several others, and it's like we are all coming here for the first time. So I hope we'll have a pleasant time together.
Thank you. So I also look forward to having a pleasant time with everybody. Make the best use of it. Thank you for coming. Can you please tell us who you met today?
I met Mr. Ejike. Mr. Ejike is a lawyer. We are meeting for the first time, and I'm joining for the first time as well.
Thank you. You're welcome. So you're going to have a nice time. I promise that we'll try to ensure that the objectives are met. You're welcome, sir. Can you please just tell us? Don't tell me you met Mr. Ejike.
All right. Actually, Ejike is my colleague. So, but I met Ayo. Yeah, the guy standing beside me, behind me is Ayo, and Mr. Olalu, who works with the state government. So we got to meet ourselves today and we bonded. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So I hope that after today, it won't end. We'll still keep talking. Thank you, sir. Nice to hear from you. I know that's not the only person you met, Abby. Okay, so let me hear from you.
Well, thank you very much. My name is Laulu. I met Asanga, and I found the discussion really illuminating because something that had been agitating my mind, he was able to tell me. And I assure you, I'm not going to leave him alone. We will continue the conversation.
Thank you very much. Thanks. In fact, I like this team. I'm so excited because the discussion was just on and on and on. So that means something interesting is going on here. Can you tell me about the person you met today and what's so exciting about this discussion?
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good morning or good afternoon. I just met Uche from Zenith Bank. So I was just asking him about some few people, and I was so excited to hear that a lot of them have climbed up the ladder, like Oga Adamu Lawani is now their ED, and Shalom, he says working directly. I said, wow. So all the people that are meeting is people that I'm mentioning, is people that he said he knows them. So I'm so excited. That's why the gist was, the conversation was going on.
Yes. My name is Uche. I work for Zenith Bank, in fraud desk. So it was so exciting, when I heard that she knows some people in my bank. So she's even trying to call them, that she has seen Uche. Yeah. So I really appreciate it, guys. It's fine, no problem. And I know by the time we move on, we'll get to know ourselves better and know more people. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm just trying to be sure that we know each other. It's not going to be good for us to have 2 days together and then I can't go back and say my network has increased because our network is our net worth. Thank you. Yes. How did you know? You can read my mind. Okay, no problem. I'm now with you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Samson. So today I met with Mr. Daniel, and he works with Flour Mill.
So, but after now, I hope you're not planning to be a distributor of flour mill. But you can talk to Mr. Daniel. Okay, fine. That's good. So that's the essence of networking. Are you with us, sir? But did you meet anybody today? You were meeting your laptop? Huh? Okay, let me know who you met.
So good afternoon. My name is Sherry from Financial Review Council and met Mr. Daniel from Orabi Road.
Thank you very much. So he's not only meeting with his laptop, he's with us. Before I round up, I'll come to this last seat. I can see that some communications are going on. So can you please share with us? Did you really meet anybody today? Are you taking a new friend home, a new colleague? Okay, tell me about it. Tell me about the person you met.
I can't really type today.
Okay, let's agree that you met some.
But I met her. I met him. I met him also, and I also met the guy over here.
And one of them, I think you should have taken something from one of them.
Yes. I took a contact of one of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was that person.
Him.
You think it's Daniel? Thank you very much. I think we've had. Sorry, I'm missing one person here. Were you in the spirit that I will not remember that you are still sitting down? Okay. Let's know who your contacts are today.
Good morning, everyone. Babajide. Good afternoon. I'm Babajide Ogunyemi. So I met with my Oga here. He's an internal auditor in this organization, and I'm happy to meet him because that's also my role in my organization. I also met Mr. Paul Chinatu as well. Thank you.
Thank you. So you can see the essence of this networking. We all need to know each other. I know everybody be wondering and saying, do I know her? Okay, let everybody know me. Does anybody want to know me? Eh? I should introduce myself to everybody. Okay, like I just did my introduction and I said I'm Dr. Isla Fowokon. I was the current immediate past president of ACFE Southwest Nigeria. I'm also fully involved in other professional bodies like ICANN, current chairman of ICANN Liquid Bagada and District Society, and I'm into tax practice. So I'm the principal consultant of ETI Professional Services Limited and the deputy vice president of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria. So, but you know I have so many. So I try as much as possible to balance everything. So I'm here today as a CFE and to bond with my fellow CFE members. Outside here, we can still have other things that connect us together in the accounting and the tax world and controls and governance. So we are all professional colleagues. I think for you being here today, it's a very, very good opportunity for you to connect. We're expecting more people to join us. And I promise that this conference is going to be one of its kind. For those who are coming for the first time, you're not going to be disappointed because we have resource persons that are prepared. You can see their profiles. We've been sharing their profiles on all our platforms. You can actually connect with them. And as they come and stand and speak to us, we'll see that they are really worth what we say about them. It promised to be a very exciting time for us. And I have no doubt that you will leave here more informed than the way you came. And you'll be able to tell others about what is happening in ACFE Southwest Nigeria. Thank you very much. Please give yourself a round of applause, please. I'm not saying give me, I said give yourself. So if I come and say give me, so give yourself a round of applause that you are here. So I want you to do me a favor. We really don't want the seats to look scattered and scanty. Can you please, let's come together. Leave your comfort zone. Just let's cover the earlier part so that the resource person is not stretching but can reach us easily. Let's just adjust our seating. Thank you very much. Okay, I need to inform our members that we have two bodies here, two organizations here that have been partners to ACFE globally and in Nigeria. I have a privilege of introducing us to Rablo Woods. Rablo Wood, you know when I say Rablo, that's a household name in Nigeria. They've always been there for training for CFE exams, and they're authorized by the global body. They're covering not only Nigeria now, but they cover West Africa. And by extension, just beside Rablo, you see FRC. So I don't know anybody that can add 2 plus 2 together to make it 5. Between Rablo Woods and FRC. Yeah, I know FRC is also one of our sponsors, but currently I know there's a link between the two. I won't say anything, but I will allow someone from Rablo Woods to just greet the house and talk to us from Rablo Woods. Who's coming? Okay. Okay, so we have a video here to be, is it ready? Huh? Okay. For FRC, they are also our sponsor. We have a representative from FRC there. If you are here and you have paid your 2026 due for FRC, raise up your hand. Only one person. I paid my own too, so I join you. For every professional, so I think for us as professionals, we have a obligation to FRC, especially when we are involved in assurance. I hope so can you please just talk to us 2 minutes what we need to do, because it's good for us to be enlightened. Let's be informed about obligations, because I see FRC now send penalty to people. I'm afraid I don't want your penalty. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon all. My name is Sherry from Financial Reporter Council. We are here to register for those who have not registered and who are also in the financial process, who are signing their accounts. So those who have not paid their due, they need to pay their due before signing the 2026-2025 accounts, so that the council won't give them penalty for not paying their due after signing. And then for those who are in assurance, maybe audit firm, they need to register their firm. Or most of them doesn't register their firm. So they think since they have an individual FRC, so there's no point registering their firm. So the council told them that they should also register their firm. So I think that's all for now. Thank you.
In assurance, one way or the other, is at the desk behind there. You can get more information on what we need to do to register ourselves and our firm. Thank you very much.
Upload has been dedicated to advancing integrity, accountability, and excellence through practical learning, research, and collaboration. As the sole authorized trainer of the Association of Certified Fraud Examiners in West Africa, Rabload has built a strong reputation for quality and impact. Over the last 13 years, we have trained and supported more than 1,000 certified fraud examiners, many of whom now hold key positions in both the public and private sectors.
Our work goes beyond certification. We design bespoke training programs, masterclasses, and executive workshops tailored to the realities of today's complex business environment. Our programs equip professionals with the skills to detect, prevent, and respond effectively to fraud and financial crimes.
Rabload has also become a hub for knowledge exchange across Africa, partnering with regulators, financial institutions, and development organizations to strengthen ethical standards and build resilient systems.
As technology reshapes how fraud is perpetrated and prevented, we continue to evolve, integrating artificial intelligence, data analytics, and modern investigative tools into our training framework to prepare professionals for the challenges of the digital era.
At Rabloads, our mission is simple: to build capacity, inspire integrity, and empower professionals to make lasting impact. We invite you to connect, learn, and grow with us as we continue to champion the future of fraud prevention and ethical leadership across Africa.
Thank you very much. We've gotten that information from Rablo Woods. So they're just at that corner at the back. If we need more information, and for anyone who wants to join the League of Fraud Fighters, the way they call CFE members, they can actually see them. I have just coming in. She's been here before, president of ACFE Southwest Nigeria, and the person of Dr. Lydia Ajayi. She's here with us. She'll just agree to talk to us briefly. Can you please just come? Let's hear your voice as we get ready, because once we start, we start. So now we just want to hear people's voices before we start the whole process. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. You are all welcome to this year ACFE Conference, Southwest Nigeria. We are glad you are able to make it, and the main purpose of our conference, or trying to do this conference, is because it's required that you get CPE every year. And to travel out now to go and do that 20 units CPE joke, financially and all the stress around. And so we are in partnership with the international body. What you go there to get for 20 units, you get it here too for the same 20 units. So we want to, our plan is to try to make our members a little more comfortable. You discover that you need millions to even do the registration. You need millions to enter a aeroplane. You need, by our own conversion, by our own naira, you need millions to accommodate yourself there and feed and all that. So we just hope that you will participate attentively, because everything we are doing here, the information, all the information is given to our international body. They are aware of everything. They gave us the permission, and they are giving us the 20 units credit for it. And I'm sure they will be happier to see that the participants really participated in the discussion along. So you are all welcome. Feel free. I want to apologize that it looks as if we are a little bit delayed. Our speaker for this afternoon, he's in town, we are told. We were just trying to locate him and see, know how far he is supposed to be here for the 12 o'clock discussion. I call it discussion, not lecture, because when he comes and he finishes his papers, you will really know that it's a discussion pattern for us to understand and for him to deliver. So you're welcome. Thank you so much for coming. God bless us.
Thank you very much, Ma. While we're waiting for a resource person, let me apologize. He actually told us that maybe he's having some logistics with packing or whatever. I would like to just take these few minutes to hear from those who have been attending ACFE. Can hear a lot of people saying, coming for the first time. So it's always good to have like a recap of feedback. I know we've gotten feedback after the conference, but it's good for us to share our experiences because we want to do better as we go along. So in no particular order, whoever, I know someone was in our last conference. Somebody said he was in the last conference. Yes, there. Can you just share your experiences? I think there's another person here that's been to that conference. Maybe I will start with you, sir, just to share your experience at our conferences for those who are just coming. Thank you.
Thank you, man. I was at the last conference. My name is Dr. Olufemi Badijo. I was at the last conference. It was a very great environment at Jabode. Very serene, as this is always is, even with this venue. A very cool and calm environment. The experience at the conference was great, touching on activities within the industry, adding value to whatever we do as individuals, giving us edge to triumph, and adding new things to us, even as individuals and as an association. We shared experiences even as participants then, and the recent development in industry was also shared by members. Special sessions were held with us and all participants then, and we're able to have a takeaway. And also, I think we issued a communique, yes, at the end of that session. I can still remember. So I want to believe that it will be similar or with great intensity, even as we do say now. Thank you. You are all welcome.
Thank you very much, sir, for that experience. I think I want one other person to share his experience. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Paul Chinato Ezekwesiri from Zenith Bank. I was in the last year's conference held at Jebode. The conference was very powerful. The discussions and papers presented touched really on the daily experiences that we encounter and the course of carrying out our duties, responsibilities in our jobs and all of that. Take out from that conference, I think one of the issues we dealt on was on artificial intelligence. It has really, so far for me, I've been able to apply it in my role as a fraud management officer in Zenith Bank. It has helped me to, bring about process improvement in my transaction monitoring solutions for the bank. And I'm also hopeful that this year's zone will be far better than last year's experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Are we trying to manage our clapping? Don't worry, I will not tax it. In the era of tax reform, I won't tax your clapping. It's free of tax. Let's donate it generously. Let's give a round of applause to ourselves again. Thank you. One thing is, if we look at the trend of things now, if you have to go to the global conference to get 20 CPE, Abi, what is the first consideration? The cost of flight. Second consideration, accommodation. Third consideration, conference fee. That's even the first one, conference fee. Fourth consideration, the side hustle. If you add everything together, and for 20 CPE, and you're not getting the same 20 CPE with less than 10% of that cost, is it not worth it? So this conference gives you your 20 CPE at less cost, with less stress, and no Trump wahala. So let's clap for ourselves. So we will go quickly into the session. We have the privilege of having our resource person here. Anytime I see this man, get so elated. And when he was in government, I was like, see my guy, I can't even get close to him again. I'll just be looking at him on the TV and in the screen, and I'm like, see, now my guy, we used to talk face to face, but now he's on. I'll just be waving to him at a distance. But you know, when retirement comes, or you decide that, okay, I've tried for government, let me cool off. You know, he decided to cool off, and that's why we can get him today. It's always difficult to get people that are highly, highly valued in the service to the nation. So our first presenter this morning, our paper resource person, is no other person than Dr. Greg Ugochukwu Ezelo, FCA, FCTI, CISA. For those who have been coming for our conferences, you would have seen his face, you would have heard his voice. Dr. Greg Zelo is a seasoned international consultant and GRC expert with over 25 years experience in financial services. Okay, fine. So we have it on recorded. Can we play it, please? Thank you. So we can go quickly into the session. Thank you.
Greg Ugochukwu Ezelo, FCA, FCTI, FCA, FCTI. Greg has a degree in industrial mathematics from the University of Benin, Benin City, a master's degree in systems engineering from the University of Lagos. He also has a diploma in law from Lagos State University and a doctorate degree in business and technology management, specializing in computer and information security from North Central University, Arizona, USA. He has a number of other professional certifications in accounting, auditing, and information technology. These include Fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, Certified Information Systems Auditor, Certified in Risk and Information Systems Control, Certified Ethical Hacker, Certified in Computer Hacking and Forensic Investigation, Certified Security Analyst, ISO 27001, LA Certification, Fellow of the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, and Certified IT Practitioner of the Computer Registration Council of Nigeria. Over the last 25 years, Dr. Ezelo has been practicing as an international consultant in financial services, corporate planning, computers and network security, systems audit, forensic investigation, public finance management, and audit. He is an IFEMIS, SIFMIS expert. Dr. Ezelo consulted for the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, Financial Institutions Training Center, and a few multilateral institutions including the World Bank, the European Union, USAID, and British Department for International Development, DFID, on information technology, governance, public finance management, and IFEMIS, SIFMIS. He is the founder and president, CEO of Signal House Consulting Limited, as well as Forensic and Digital Support Limited, a forensic audit and investigation firm in Nigeria. He's also the founder of a number of offshore companies, including Trip G Voyager, a tourist company operating in Kigali, Rwanda, and Banjul, Dakar, The Gambia, respectively. Dr. Ezelo was a technical advisor to the Public Accounts Committee of both the 9th and 10th House of Representatives, National Assembly. He was also a member of the Transition Committee of the Mr. Governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, and now the immediate past chairman of the Anambra Internal Revenue Service, AIRS, Oka, Anambra State, Nigeria. He was a recipient of the prestigious Merit Award of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, ICANN, under the members category conferred on him May 6, 2023. Recently, he received an award of excellence in IGR practice by Nnamdi Azikiwe University and received an award of the most performing IRS chairman in the Southeast Conferred on him by the official's Nigerian magazine, Dr. Ezilo is happily married with children and plays tennis at leisure times. He was also recently honored with the Ambassador of the Nigerian Students' Parliament. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Greg Ugochukwu Ezilo.
The slides. Okay. While we wait for the slides, let me first and foremost start on a note of apologies for not meeting the target time of 12 noon. Exigencies of the day made it so. So it wasn't intentional. And two, I also want to appreciate immensely the members of the association for holding forth all this while. I hear Titi saying that once you're in government, you become unreachable. And I want to say that he didn't try to reach out to me, and because I know while I was there, even the Okada people reach out to me on a daily basis. The KK people reach out to me on a daily basis. Bus drivers reach out to me on a daily basis. Of course, you know, the work I did was like the chairman of Touts and Agboros. So I was constantly on the field. If you go and ask AI, who is Dr. Gazzel, he will tell you, he will try to compare me with somebody like Dedeji at FIRS and Fowler. And you say these people are in the office dealing with systems, that Greg was in the field dealing with the people and the automation of the informal sector. And of course, it worked out well, because as of last year, when I showcased the technology to drive the informal sector, at the end of that presentation within the board of Internal Revenue Chairman, the most ranking member, because you know at the board there are ranking according to the number of years he has been in office. So, and the most ranking member now said yes, that Obuefi, but they call me Obuefi, not being a ranking member, because more like only 2 years plus, not being a ranking member, but he's number one in ranking as far as informal sector is concerned in Nigeria. So I took that one and put it in my pocket before I left. And of course, just a day before I left, Google in US, California, gave, by my effort and my work, Anambra came number one in using Google Maps to digitize Anambra properties. Out of 4,000 entries, Anambra came number one in the US. So that was a bit of the scorecard anyway. Now, I also want to thank the members of the association for holding forth while I was away on that state's function. And now, back where I left. Abi? And then when Dr. Pius reached out to me, said, please, we are holding this conference. We know, I said, don't worry, I'll be with you. And I'm here. So I want to say I'm glad to be here. The only thing I'm not glad to say is the fact that a number of chairs, so many chairs are empty. I don't know, Dr. Pius and the president, what is happening to membership? Is it as a result of, I don't know, I was thinking that this hall will be filled up. What's happening? Is it that the economy is dealing with everyone? Anyway, that will be sorted out over time. when you begin to see how your skills matches out there, and then other people are also reading you, then you can be sure that other people will join to be part of what is happening. I think the Indian past president of this association met me 2009 at an ICANN MCP program. And after the presentation, he walked up to me and said, "Please, sir, I want you to mentor me." I said, "No problem, provided you can trace my steps as I'm going, because the footprints is what tells the story." And he did. And almost everything I've done, he has done. In the same program, somebody we used to call senator and then at ICANN, one day we were at ICANN MCP, and I heard something I didn't like. Somebody was telling me somewhere that I'm arrogant. So in my group, I was leading the IT group, and I asked them, "Please, can you help me answer this question? People said that I'm arrogant. Is it true?" Senator said, "Yes, but yours is professional arrogance." He said, in our conference, because in 2009, I watched you make a presentation. So when they call, just like they read out now, when they read out everything you had, he was having cold shivers. Then when I now came up, you say I was wearing one suit with a tie and all of that. And when I came to the rostrum, he said, no. Then when I now finished, he said he left that hall to walk down to AJ Silicon and enrolled for CISA. And in 6 months, he qualified. So this was remote mentoring, isn't it? And I said, "So what are you going to pay me?" He said, "I will give you a lunch at Sheraton." And it happened. So what I'm saying is, it's not just the crowd that makes things happen, but a handful will make things happen. You need to explode. I'm now addressing the ESCO. You need to explode the ACFE workshops and conferences and make it a regional affair. West Africa, Africa, and then they will beyond. So that ACFE in the US will even take notes. They will take a serious note that there's a small place in Lagos that is making this noise for everybody to hear. So, on that note, I have to go to my paper. You haven't gotten it? Okay. So, but let's keep talking about it. The subject matter for discussion is deepening trust in the digital era. Deepening trust in the digital era. Governance and ethics as the first line of defense. And why not? Now, I don't know how many of you who knew about Luca Pacioli, the father of accounting, the unsung hero. He was born in the year 1445 in Tuscany, in Italy. He was a scientist, he was a mathematician, he was a monk, a lecturer, and an ignorant student. Now, Lucas, in his small book, he wrote then a treatise on algebra. A small portion of that book, he gave the world what has stood the test of time and can never, ever be erased. Who can tell me that which he gave? Is there anybody who has an idea? Okay. That famous mathematical equation used in accounting, which says that assets is equal to liabilities plus owner's equity. Assets is equal to liabilities plus owner's equity. This equation was given back to over 500 years ago. And today, nobody has overturned it. Nobody has disputed it. When I was growing up and I was doing ICANN program, you know, the double entry is like this and like this, debit and credit. Is that also? And one day I asked myself, why can't I put this one, this one, this one, this way? Will anything happen? I'm asking you. If I change the positions, that credits will not go to the left and debits will not go to the right, will anything happen? What will happen? Error. Okay, what I say, okay, now, this one that is here still remains credit, and this one that is here still remains debit. Anything wrong? Nothing wrong. It's still a double entry. Is that not so? But the only thing that I have tried and attempted to change convention. Is that not so? It's only conventional that I put debit on the left and credit on the right on that T square, on that T note. Americans will write it on a vertical form. Is that not so? The British will write it in a T. So, but that equation remains valid. But I want to point out to you something that you have not thought about that equation. That the basis of that equation is trust. Trust. Pacioli said that Venetian merchants in Italy do business on the basis of trust. That is, I come to buy from you, I don't have enough money. Is that also? And then you now agree to give me that on credit. Why would you agree to give me on credit? Why? Trust, because you trust me. You trust me, that's why you're agreeing to give me on credit. Now, do you know that as we speak, the banks are massively owing almost all of you here. Is that not so? Yes. They are massively owing both you, individuals, companies, because they are holding your money in trust. If anything happened to the biggest bank today in Nigeria, challenge. And that will be because that trust has been eroded. Liability cancelled. You only have equity and asset. What happened for all the sweat you have done all over the years? Wasted. Trust. So, Pacioli gave us this social asset 500 years ago. And then we have now taken it into the computer environment, the cyberspace. Now, part of the reason why you are able to do banking with your mobile apps, your internet banking environment, is because of what? Trust. Because you are trusting the banks to have what? To have what? To have adequate security for your data, for your money, for information you have placed there. You are trusting them. But something may happen, and that trust gets eroded. And you have a challenge. Now, you still haven't found the slides? They can't open it. Is that so? They're going to lose some of the effects. Okay, so I will speak from my phone. So we are actually going to x-ray this subject matter from the perspectives of the digital era landscape. We look at it from the perspective of the aphorisms of trust, governance, and ethics. Then, of course, the increasing risks in the horizon need attention. Then governance as the first line of defense. We look at ethics as the foundation of sustainable trust. We look at, finally, the is that a large number of banks are indebted to Dangote.
And he thought that if this man, anything happens to him, that almost all the banks will go down. And then he directed the then Director of Banking Supervision, go and assess all the banks that have given credit to this business. To establish how those, when they came back, and we are good. And he put his mind at rest. I say at least, if the paying the interest and then returning the capital as and when due, then good. Now have information. And I made time to dig into that information. The dark web posted that our own CAC was compromised, was hacked into, and approximately 25 million documents have allegedly been exfiltrated from the infrastructure of the Corporate Affairs Commission of Nigeria, the government agency the industry, government, the country Nigeria, and they say total documents was 25 million, was 750 gigabyte proof screenshots documenting the attack stages, breakthrough, escalation, takeover portals, full access, government betrayal, and then exit time. And around 25% of the files are described as simple corporate signatures, leaving more than 15 million documents. The actor states they try to upload as much as possible for free, but server instability limited the free portion of 750 gigabytes. Now I ask myself, is this true? And after a deliberate and intentional research, I found that there was no echo of truth. Yes. Now, there's no credible, verified information as of today that that agency had been hacked successfully. No confirmed hacks, but there may be attempts. There may be attempts, but not successful. Now, the chances are, if you look at that organization, the way it is, their business, so it's a host of massive data custodian in Nigeria.
What's today's date? Today's 15th.
Is privacy-focused network used to browse the internet anonymously. It accesses blocked sites, protecting privacy. Journalists use it a lot, and accessing the dark web, the onion site, to access or host hidden services. Happens there because anonymous is hidden. You can't. Dark web is a marketplace for stolen files, data, records, in fact, credit cards. If you get into the marketplace, the Tor marketplace, you see thousands free. and quality of systems. And they provide that level of trust on their systems. When they break in, if this has happened, if it happened to see some of this data or information stolen being sold in the dark market, the dark web, and those who buy it know the reasons why they are buying it. But then, if this happens, there is a call for action. A call to action to build and deepen trust by who? By organizations, by governments, individuals, practitioners. We know that as I speak, we have those who are working against controls. And we call them the black hat hackers. The white hat have is also what they have. But they use that skill in the opposite dimension. They use that against individuals, against governments, especially those who are engaging in hacktivism. The black hats and the white hats, no difference. The only difference is intention or what they use or why they have what they have. Okay, you finally arrived there. So where's the pen? So the black hat, the gray hat, and the white hat. The white hat on their own uses their skill to help the organizations and do consultancy. And upon certification as a white hat hacker, you are meant to also align with the police force. In fact, the year I certified as an ethical hacker, ABI wrote me and said they want to know the police station where I'm aligned. They want to keep record. So that if anything happens or reported on your name, they know where to go to. And I had no option than to comply. So, you don't be surprised. The gray hacker sits on the fence. It depends on where his economic pressure lies. In fraud investigation, you are fraud experts. You know the fraud triangle, isn't it? There's an economic pressure, unshareable economic pressure at one point of the triangle. Then opportunity occurs at the other point of the triangle. When you now see opportunity to ameliorate that economic pressure that's unshareable, the third point is rationalization. You now try to rationalize. If I do this, exploiting this opportunity, would that make any sense? Yes, it will make sense in dousing your economic pressure. But what about aftermath? That's what you now rationalize. Am I just going to do it as maybe a borrowing to pay back in a short while? And then, after your conscience has turned it around, and then agreed to borrow.
I'll be back, Lord.
Something then happens along the line. You are not able to pay back that which you borrowed. The bubble burst. So you now have a challenge. But the grey hats, they are such that if you call them for an engagement, and that benefits them, they can handle it. Whether it is positive or negative.
415.
You don't care. Then the suicide hackers, as in the case of Julia Assange, who has been in jail, I think he must have been released by now. I think he's the one doing the hacking. He has over 600 bars. So they put this information to the document server where he analyzes 9 or thereabout. He was the first person to tell Nigerian that our
This man.
attack. Next. So, I told you about this, but no, go back. Now, true.
Again,
True.
True.
The chances are that that's what we call LMX issues. I'm going to talk about that later in this discussion. Next one. Yes. Keep hitting the okay. So I told about the dark, put by the dark web. Go ahead, just look what the screen. So I've told you the truth. There's no credible, verifiable information about this. Next, and of course, no confirmed hacks. There may be attempts, but not successful. Yes. And then these are the people who, the environment of cyberspace. Yes. We have, when you revisit this area, you know or realize that we have gone beyond the various Internet of Things to artificial intelligence, AI. In fact, as we speak, there's virtually any information I want, I cannot get on the web. Virtually nothing, including managing my health system. Virtually nothing. I just go there and ask, I have, in fact, a few days ago, I was having some solution on this skin gas up to this point. And I thought instead of going to a doctor, why don't we use the doctor on the web? And I described it. history of my workouts. You now ask me, can you tell me whether you have used period of time? And I said, yes, okay. The handle of the treadmill might be activating the nervous system here. Can you stop it for a while and see what will happen in the next few days? And I obeyed. Yes. Okay. Now, I've mentioned about this, the Tor, and then the onion router. The Tor is a browser on its own. Okay, here the key. It's a browser on its own, and it are used to increase the risk of is an audience attention. Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. Okay? Go ahead, you are not watching the screen. So, I've given you all this before. Is the internet anonymously, done anonymously? Go ahead. So, you use access blocked websites, protecting privacy information, especially journalists, and then accessing the dark web, the onion site. Or you can also access or host hidden services. Okay? And then what you should know about the dark web. And I mentioned that it is a market place where you sell stolen data, or they sell stolen data. Hacking tools, they are sold there. If you go there and ask for hacking tools, an avalanche of them. The they are all there. Them over to you. Which one? Okay. Move. They sell stolen credit cards, thousands of them. Thousands of them. Sometime early last year, I was traveling across Heathrow. I don't know how I misplaced my cards, whether it was outright stealing after I paid for excess luggage. I noticed I didn't have the card again, about 2 cards in a wallet. But before I know it, I started seeing purchases on those cards. But unfortunately for them, as soon as that happened, I blocked the cards online immediately. So immediately they do a purchase, they will not get a feedback. The card has been replaced. They do a purchase, the card, and they also wait for some time, because as late as a few days ago, I still see some purchases, and they still reply them, this card has been replaced. They will drop it again. Some of the cards are sold at that point. Now, they steal company records or personal data, sell them anonymously through Tor, or at best, or at worst, they demand for ransom. You remember the ransomware that a lot of companies suffered from? Okay? Now, like I said, go ahead. One more. So, building and deepening trust is now a call for action. And I think I made some recommendations here. Okay? Ethics as the foundation of sustainable trust. We should be able to agree on the following. Yes? Ethics shapes the intent and behavior of the organization. Organizational ethic matters. The tone at the top, as was expatiated by Koso, matters. How the man at the top behaves will trickle down like water to the bottom. If the man at the top does not show good ethical culture, the man below will not also imbibe it. If the man at the top is a no-nonsense person, the man below will not have a choice than to follow and align. And that is the way to go. The bane of Nigerian society's challenge today is the tone at the top. True of us. The moment we define and determine and install good ethical tone at the top, forget it. Nigeria, you might just wake up one night and find that dollar is selling $1 to $1. After all, in the 90s, early 90s, I believe, early 90s, no, let's say 80s, Naira was stronger than dollar. Remember in 1988, 89, Naira was selling 66 kobo to $1. And about 67 to a pound. But now what's the case? What's the situation? And do you think that is reversible? Do you think that is reversible? Eh? Eh? Maybe not in our generation. Yes, not in our generation. I remember I did the work for NMPC 2016. I did a forensic work for them. And what I discovered that every adult in that river, in that Niger Delta area, they come to NDDC headquarters at that new Aba Port Harcourt Road. Every morning you come, they are all there. Every adult. And what do? They ask for contracts, procurements, this and that, and they tell you that they are the owners of the land. Sign a paper for them. They go downstairs to syndicate. They sell the paper to someone who has money to go and do the job. Next day they come again. So when I finished that job, and I also discovered the tone at the top was something else. And I told the management when we were having amendment session, when I showed pictorially their warehouse, the MD got alarmed what she saw then. She asked me, "Do you mean this is our way?" I said, "Yeah, that's your warehouse." Not to begin to talk about all the things that are contained there. But I told them that two things I know. The successive managements drink a kind of poison when they come to that office. They drink a kind of poison. I don't know what is meant of that poison. But that poison is meant to make you behave like the previous person. You don't change the status quo. Go to Anambra. Okay, you don't just even go Anambra. Just go to AI and ask who is Dr. Greg Gazzel in terms of revenue in Anambra State, and you see what he will tell you. I moved the revenue when I met at 2.2 billion. And in 2.5 years, I took it to 5 billion per month. And challenge Okada, to challenge Keke, to challenge buses. you need to wear a mask. But I did it. I introduced a technology called transport technology. Because what I experienced initially is that people come to complain that my enforcement agents will stop Mr. A. Mr. A had just finished a burial of his son. It's a life case. He came, an agent man came well in my office. That he spent 2 weeks doing burial and came out, he didn't work, they hacked him down. And they checked they found he was owing 60,000. Then I was acting. And I said, okay, I don't have powers to forgive your tax. But I'll give you money to pay. I'll give you 60,000 to go and pay. But then I began to think that what should I do such that if you come and put your key in your vehicle, the vehicle will ask you, are you ready to walk? Once you say yes, it's okay, carry on. If you say no, say please leave me where I am. And somehow I got some group of boys, designed the system, gave them to build the codes. But that determines that every vehicle must be intelligent. And that intelligence happens to be a tracker. And the QR code. So we design them and put them in the system. So we start the process of onboarding on that platform. It was a hell. It was a battle. But we conquered it.
6 photographs and 9 drawings instructions such as photographs
and then
with
send
diagrams are relatively
agents
small facts.
to go and onboard them. One day, we had when we were having a panel, one bus owner asked me, okay, this tracker you're putting, who will pay? I said, you're going to pay.
Especially coloured ones.
5,000. I said, yes. I said, it's too much. I said, okay. This is okay, okay? Yeah, this is your shuttle. How much did you buy it? Then shuttle was about 1.2 million. It's about 1.8 million. I said, okay. Now suppose you go to church one early morning and you pack your bus. And after service, you come out. And I went to where you packed your bus, you didn't see it. And you think you are dreaming. You clean your eyes and walk through the space and find out it was empty. Your bus had been stolen. That bus and 35,000. Which one is up? He said, okay. I can't afford to lose it also. So, what you should ask me is, how are you going to pay? Is there any instrumental payment? And the answer is yes. That every day, the system will take a chunk of 250 naira from your revenue and put it in your wallet as payment in advance towards relieving the debt of that. And they said, hey, that's good. And they began to onboard. As of the time I left, we've onboarded over 80,000 drivers and buses.
Depending on space available, be sure to select the colour properly. A black arrow or label will not show on a dark background. Use the layers function for the labels or arrows. Sometimes the publisher may reduce the dimensions of your photograph and, in the process, will render your labeling unreadable. If so, you can always redo labeling by simply enlarging the font.
As we speak, you go to Anambra. One day I was taking a ride with the house members to a location somewhere near Owaro. And I saw a keke parked. Nobody inside the keke. But I saw that the keke has that one has an onboarded and it has a QR code on it. I stopped them deliberately intention. I said, let's see who owns this keke. The chairman of Aja was saying, how are you going to see who owns the keke when the keke man is not there? I said, don't worry, you see the man or the owner of the keke. So when there, I used my phone and put the QR code. And then it brought out the profile.
If you have obtained your registration from someone else's publication or
His
webpage,
telephone number, his thing, his plate number of the vehicle, and then how much he's owing as tax.
The reader must not be able to identify the patient. 0.6.24.
On a map, we will see every bus, every keke
if the journal
that is on the street of Anambra, the locations, those are not on duty, we'll see them.
Send them a photograph
on the dashboard. We see all of them.
Channels that publish in a single column have more
So,
lecture
and if anyone moves out of our horizon, it will be, I won't see him again. And if any asset is stolen,
and needless
we can
embellishments,
trace it and tell you where the asset is.
in color or monogram.
And the way it is you pay as you walk. So no longer, even if you didn't walk, they catch you. No. But once you put your key and you start and you move, the system will be watching you. Once you do 1 kilometer, it will go and open your ledger at the back end.
Never in the world, but
and they start debiting you.